Hey guys, this is Clarence from Asian Tech Guy. As you guys can see, we're outdoors today. Today we're gonna do something a bit different. I'm gonna introduce to you guys a few cool tech under 50 bucks. And all of these are from Taobao Marketplace as usual. So as you can see, we're in a multi-story car park at the top floor where there's basically no cars around. We need all that space that we can find because we need to test out this guy. This is the Keller gesture sensing remote control car. It comes in medium, large, XL and double XL size. I got it in the large size. It measures about 15 centimeters wide, 28 cm long. And yeah, I think it's a decent size. It goes for 28 bucks, which is a steal. What first caught me about this is, apart from a remote control, this guy has some kind of motion sensing capability, either via your hand gestures or by wearing a wearable device. It looks like this. Yeah. So what's different about this car is that usual remote control car, you have your front and back, left and right, that's about it. But this guy, basically what it can do is that it can strafe left or right. It can even do a full rotation in its place, and it can also have some height elevation, so it'd be good if you travel in some rough terrain, which we'll try out later on. The remote control is simple, up-down buttons. They're currently locked. There's the included remote. It feels pretty light, and there's a lot of buttons right there, which we'll try to go through later. Now we turn this guy on, and the controller on as well. Now we engage the autopilot mode, where this guy will display its capabilities. It's doing some turning into place. Alright, that's the strapping action going on. Pardon me, I'm still not very in tune with this guy right here and other notable features. There's this gesture sensing mode. Put a hand right here. It'll transform up and go down again if you do this. And if you stop your hand, it'll go to the left. And do this again. No, not this. Alright, straps to the right. Can also make this guy rotate. Damn, it's not rotating. That's a little hard to control. I don't know what mode I engage it now. Right. Rotate. Alright, there you go. It's a bit junky, or maybe I just haven't got a hang of it. Now I've put on that very futuristic looking hand strap. Right, so there's something that I haven't got a hang of as well. Apparently, you can use this to control that vehicle. Do this, swipe down, it goes there, you can control it. Stop. Hey, come back, dude. No, I mean, back here, back here. Back here. Oh, wrong side. So forward is this way. So I'm gonna go like that. Come on, dude. Okay, stuck. Right, let's get this guy up. Doing this. Alright, I think we can do it. Yeah, there we go. Now it's in the drainage. Stop. Come back. Back up. Come back up. Come back. Come back. Alright. And we twist this side. No, it doesn't come. Right, there you go. Twist. And control it. Guys, I'm not well versed with this, but it's pretty fun to play. I would really like this if I was a kid, but enough said. I'm done with this nonsense. I'd rather stick with that remote controller. There's other modes as well. Right, if you press this button, right, now I can make this guy spin around its own axis. I swipe my hand, it's supposed to strafe. Come on, dude, strafe. Right out here. Strap that way, yeah. Now we're talking. This side. Alright, whatever. I suck at this shit. I think I'll stick with remote control for now. It's a very steep learning curve, and ain't got time for that, but if I got this as a kid, I'll be really delighted. Okay, on the box it says 6 years plus, but well, if they can deal with it, whatever. For 28 bucks, it's a steal. Hope gladly buy this again as a gift for any child. They hope you're really delighted. It's time to transform. We're gonna hit some rough terrain and see what kind of footage we can have. Let's drop the shit off this guy. Can do weird shit like this. It's kind of interesting. We're up the stairs. Let's see if this guy can take a tumble and still survive. Oh my goodness. Oh. As you can see, that didn't work out too well. It's now on its back. You can hit that button, see if I can adjust it. And yeah, it still works. Perfect. It took a beating and still survives. So basically guys, this is reversible as well. It's real sturdy. But it's not as nice when it's upside down. It works better the right side up. Just like that. Hey, good, let's go. Hey guys, that wasn't what I expected, but I made it take a tumble. I was supposed to just navigate a tough terrain. I think the steps are too high for this guy. Alright, let's see if this will survive in this kind of, well, call it grassy terrain. Right, it moves, but then kind of gets stuck. Right, let's just see how we can go over this kind of hard stuff. I think the grass is soft, somehow doesn't work, but it should work just on the pavement itself. Yeah, expected. But in the grass, it kind of struggles. It moves real closely. It moves real slowly and gets stuck for quite a bit as well. It's working, but it's not the most ideal for this kind of environment. There you go, stuck. Well, it can still play, but I don't think it's that enjoyable. Sticking to like concrete or flat ground is the best bet, but I guess you'll do fine in like sandy terrain. If it's soft, it's not that nice. Whoa! Alright, I'm up here at this ramp. I found this ramp in the car park. There's this kind of uneven ground, if you will, and an upslope. Let's see if this gets enough power to go up. Well, it sure doesn't have a powerful motor, but as you can see, it doesn't stop. So that's kind of decent. Can still go up slope. That definitely doesn't disappoint given its price. So now for that victory dance. Alrighty. As you guys know, Singapore is a really hot place for really bad weather. Today we're gonna introduce this guy. It's the F42 Hanging Neck Fan. It goes for 35 bucks. It comes in white, a pastel green, and some kind of pink color. I chose this mainly because it's more inconspicuous, can blend better with society. With this really hot weather in Singapore, I want to see whether this comes in handy. We're currently sitting at about 28.2 degrees Celsius with relative humidity of 83%, which is kind of humid. By the way guys, if you're wondering, today actually is kind of considered good weather. It just finished raining, and in fact there's a slight drizzle right now, but it's not too huge, so I'm not too bothered by it. We're going to testing it in such conditions and see how we feel about this hanging neck fan and whether you should buy it. Let's just go through some of the main features of this guy. Both sides, we call this the muffs. You can swivel it about 75 degrees. So depending on where you want it to face, your neck, or your eyes, your face, wherever, you can twist this accordingly. And yeah, the fan blades are right in there at these two sides. So we have this retractable piece at each end. So this is supposed to regulate the airflow. If you want lesser air, you can push it in. If you want the air to be stronger, you can pull this guy out. You have it on both sides. As for the on button, when you wear it, it's just by your right shoulder. Just press it down. They have 3-speed adjustments. Guys, I moved indoors. It started to get a bit heavier. I mean that rain. So I had to move indoors so as not to get too wet. As for some other features, I don't think you can see from this fine text right here, there's an inbuilt 4800 mAh battery, and this is chargeable by the included USB-C cable. There's a port right here. It's just by the right shoulder near the power button as well, as I showed earlier on. Right, so now we're just going to do some quick testing of the fan. So my lavalier is going to be just where the fan is. So as I tune the speed, between speed 1, 2, and 3, you're able to hear in real time how it sounds like. So I put this guy on. Let's go for first speed first. Yep, that's a nice gentle breeze. That's what they advertise. I like it facing my neck. That's where I feel a lot of heat in this area a lot of time. I like to point it there. Point to the face, it gets a bit annoying. Next, where I like to be. Maybe I pull this guys out to have maximum airflow. And this is really safe, guys. The fingers can't really get in there. Yeah, even my little fingers as well. Right, this is first speed. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'll probably stick to this because this gives me a gentle breeze and it's good enough such that I will not sweat and it's not too noisy. Second speed, here we go. Well, that noise is definitely much more noticeable in this speed too, but the wind that comes with it, it's much stronger as well. So if you're feeling a bit hotter, definitely use that. Now we'll go for speed 3. Here we go. The wind you're gonna feel right there is definitely much larger than the second one as well. It's good when you have a absolutely really hot day and you don't mind that noise. I mean, to me, speed 1 is where the mind is at because it gives you a nice breeze. The noise is not that noticeable, but speed 3 is where if the heat is too blazingly hot, it's good to have this. It's just, you gotta like balance your noise to temperature, if you get what I mean. Yeah, so it really depends on how you want to use this, but I would think that this at 35 bucks is a decent price. It seems to be well built, and with all these adjustments, speed 1 to 3, and this covers where you can actually have further control over the amount of air that comes through and where it blows to. It's definitely nice to have. Well, this thing is pretty light as well. If you wear it for extended periods of time, I don't think you'll feel fatigue. It's light enough for me. I don't know, I really don't know how much it weighs. I'm not gonna weigh it. But if I'm wearing it this long for about half an hour to 1 hour and I don't feel anything, I think it's pretty good enough. It's definitely lighter than a typical thick gold chain. That's for sure, eh? Now we'll move on to the third item. Hey guys, we've come to the part of the video again. If you're liking the content you've seen so far, appreciate if you give me a quick like and subscribe if you want to view more content like this. Right, so the next item we have is this guy, the Ambient Smart Lighting Flow Light Bar. It's a China clone of a cross between the Philips Hue Play Light Bar and the Corsair IQ LT100 Smart Lighting Tower. At least in my books, from the features I'm seeing, and of course from the box right here, this guy looks eerily similar to the Philips Hue Play Light Bar with that purple box and that gradient right there that I'm playing with. Well, however, this guy costs just $45. It's a quarter of the price. 2 options I just listed just a while ago. The Corsair IQ LT100 Smart Lighting Tower goes for $189 on Amazon. And similarly, the Philips Hue Play Light Bar goes for $209. Literally, this guy is like 75% cheaper. So we're gonna see how this guy fares. So basically, I installed this guy. It's about 37 centimeters, and oh my, it does look pretty decent with a nice diffused lighting. It comes with this light stands that remind me of the Corsair LT100, but of course without the IQ software, so you're not able to sync with whatever game you're playing or music on your PC. However, it has a lot of various lighting effects, and there's also some kind of music sync that uses your phone microphone or set playlist within the app itself. So you can actually control the lighting towers with either the included remote control with a plethora of controls right here. But I find that using the app gives you more finer control in terms of colors. You can set hexadecimal color code, which offers you more granular control. I personally prefer using the app. It's way easier to set, in my opinion. You can download the app called Banlan X, either by scanning the QR code on the instruction manual or from the Play Store or App Store if you wish. First, you can choose static colors, whatever colors you want. You can select whatever. Dynamic colors, which contains the various lighting effects from a rainbow, star, meteor, and so on. Rainbow meteor, rainbow spin, red yellow fire. I really can't recognize these effects. There's also a mode where you use the player. There's a playlist you can choose from a plethora of different songs here, and it will play music to the tune. And of course, you can choose from a few different modes like full color, rhythm spectrum, single color rhythm spectrum, full color rhythm stars, and so on. Love and Peace. Party. I forgot to mention, in the dynamic mode, you can also set the speed of the lighting effect, how long you want each lighting effect to be. I believe this is for the cycle mode, and of course how bright you want the lights to be. Now we adjust the speed. So I'm slowing it down, yeah, this is how slow it could be. Right now it's at a slower speed. And bring it up to the highest speed, which is speed 10. I think that's a bit too fast. I like it somewhere at 70%, seems more like it. As for dimming, yeah, now we're at the brightest. See how dim this guy can go. At a minimum, yeah, that's how dim it is. Now if it's too bright, getting the lighting towers facing your face. Pardon the croaky voice, having a sore throat right now. But don't worry, my ART result is negative. So as I was saying, if it's too bright facing your face, you can actually turn lighting towers the other way. So I actually want to see how bright this thing gets with it, hitting the wall and having a more kind of off-the-wall diffusion effect will cause less strain on the eyes. Let's see how it goes. As you guys could see, it's still plenty bright enough to me at least for it facing towards the back of the wall. I'm just having it back to the front to show you guys a more obvious picture right now. But as I was saying, I prefer it facing towards the wall. It's not too, glaring to the eyes, especially these old eyes of mine. In fact, there's actually other ways to mount these light stands. Let me get to that in a bit. With the packaging, it comes along with, so this guy's a magnet that connects to the back of the light stand. And there's this double-sided tape. You stick this behind this magnet piece and stick this behind a monitor. That way you can have this guy hanging behind the monitor. And with that, it's easier to manage the cable runs. I think personally I will use it that way. You can use this, in fact, on some monitor or TV, if you will, whatever. It's up to your imagination. So you do it something like this. Basically, put this on the light stand, and then you stick the entire thing with the double-sided 3M tape to the back of the monitor. So there you have diffuse lighting coming up towards the back of the monitor, and just gotta manage all those cables. Well, the bad thing for this kind of solution, as you could see, is there's a cable clutter right here. Basically for this, you have two cables that power the two light stands, and one more cable that's plugged to USB for power. So you gotta think about managing all of this. Sure, this guy has its flaws, but 45 bucks, it's kind of budget and decently priced. I mean, if you like RGB, I don't think you'll say no to this guy. Basically a quarter price of the Corsairs or the Philips. So you can literally buy 8 of these tower sticks instead of 2. But of course, you don't have those like screen mirroring what you have on the screen to have some kind of ambient lighting while you play your games. But yeah, I think you win some, you lose some. This would be a decent buy. Well, your mileage may vary, as you guys have seen what I can do with this. You can basically play around and do what you want. Personally, I would recommend this just because it's cheap Lighting effect is good. Nice diffuse lighting and nice strong lighting as well. Right, the next item I have right here, it's a solar powered car diffuser. It comes in 3 colors. They basically look like some floating rings. I got it in silver because it looks more rustic in my opinion. And if you use it in a car, it looks pretty cool and a little bit hypnotic. And you put it right at the dashboard. And this guy comes together with 5, they call it some kind of diffuser plates. I don't know what you mean, but basically it's some kind of perfume or rather freshener with some kind of essential oil. The flavor is osmanthus. Comes with 5 packs of it, so you just place it on top of the solar diffuser and it will diffuse it around your car. There's quite a pleasant smell, which is pretty neutral. It's not something like lavender that's overly too strong. And I think like this thing is pretty cool because it looks like 2 metal rings just floating and spinning around each other. So how that diffusion plate works, there's no handling of oil whatsoever. It's easy peasy. Right, it's great outdoors. I'm sweating like a pig right here. Yeah, so this guy even has like nice 3M tip on the bottom where I can step it onto the dashboard so it doesn't move about that much and it keeps it secure in place. This guy goes for 18 bucks. It's not too cheap, but with 5 diffusion plates. A nice thing to display in the dashboard. If you can afford a car, you definitely can afford this. I mean, it's only 18 bucks. I definitely think that if you like such interesting stuff and like this kind of smells in the car, you can definitely go for this guy. This guy is solar powered, so it's extremely convenient. No charging of batteries, changing of batteries whatsoever. Ease of maintenance, that's definitely a plus point. Hey guys, so that's it for cool tech under 50 bucks. If you have some questions for me, or you want me to check out some cool stuff that's under 50 or whatever amount you want, if you can afford it, and I find it interesting, I will try it. Feel free to comment down below for what you have to ask me. Until then, see you guys on the next one.